Well, not since the beginning. He's seen him a couple of times, but in reality, he's never really asked to see Christian like that until now, obviously. But beforehand, he wasn't asking to see his son like.
Enjoy the video. Hit the like button.
Better.
Okay, so I was saying you have a partial agreement. So how much time are you requesting, counsel?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll start by reading the partial agreement into the record. Parties agree that Lyndon Fitzgerald Taylor Jr. is the biological father of support. Parties agree that there's been no family violence. And parties agree that there is no request for a non-disclosure. Parties agree that both parents shall be appointed joint managing conservators of the child. Parties agree that the custodial parent shall maintain the child on the current government health plan. Parties agree that Mr. Taylor Jr. should be ordered to pay $100 in cash medical support starting the first day of February 2026. Parties agree that Mr. Taylor Jr. should pay $605 monthly starting the first day of February 2026 for current child support. Parties agree that Mr. Taylor Jr. should pay a retroactive child support judgment of $14,240.88 with a payout amount of $122 monthly starting next month on the 1st for retroactive child support. Parties agree that there is Mr. Taylor Jr. does not owe any retroactive medical or retroactive dental support. This is the extent of the parties' agreement. I will now call Ms. Pierce. Ms. Pierce, did you hear each and every term of the partial agreement that I read into the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this in the best interest of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'll pass you as a witness. I'll call Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor, did you hear each and every term of the partial agreement I read into the record?
Yes.
Is that your agreement?
No.
What do you disagree on?
The retroactive.
Okay.
Retroactive.
So everything other than the retroactive, is
Yes.
that your agreement?
Yes.
Okay. Is that in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
Okay. I'll pass Mr. Taylor and ask that the court accept the partial agreement without the retroactive amounts.
Court accepts the partial agreement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll now call Ms. Pierce to discuss the contested terms of the agreement. Ms. Pierce, I am going to ask you about the geographic restriction first. Are you in agreement to maintaining your and the child's residence to Dallas County or contiguous counties, meaning counties that touch Dallas? Are you in agreement to that geographic restriction restricting you to this area?
I do not agree to that.
Okay, are you asking the court today to not grant a geographic restriction?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Moving on to the visitation today.
Well, let's stop. Why shouldn't I grant a geographical restriction? Why are you requesting that? Are you presently a Dallas County resident, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you lived in Dallas County?
Forever. 40 years.
Born and raised here?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how old is the child?
1.
Okay. And why are you requesting that I not have a geographical restriction specifically?
I get offered a job outside the state. I want to be able to take it.
Okay. But you haven't been offered a job outside of the state at this juncture?
I have not at the moment. No, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Pope.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to ask you about visitation today. Is it true that at this time you do not want the court to order any visitation?
At this time, no.
Can you explain to the court why you're asking for no visits at this time?
At this time, Christian is young and he's not able to speak. And so if something was to happen, I'm not able to know. From the past, Lyndon doesn't really have like the things that Christian would need far as in food wise, keeping him on the schedule, things like that. And just as of right now, I'm just not comfortable with him being with him in his home by himself without me around.
So, Ms. Pierce, is there some other reason other than what you just stated? Because you're gonna have to be a lot more specific. So he's not supposed to have a relationship with his child because the child is one and can't speak. I mean, now let's just flip it. He could say, you shouldn't be having a child. He doesn't know what you're doing and can't speak. He could say the same identical thing about you. So you want me not to order visitation with his child because you're not comfortable? What if, and what makes you uncomfortable? Is there something else other than the child can't speak? Because
no, ma'am, that's not the only thing. So
oh, well, you're gonna have to be a lot more specific.
He has
Go
been
ahead.
seeing his father since the beginning. Well, not since the beginning. He's seen him a couple of times, but in reality, he's never really asked to see Christian like that until now, obviously. But beforehand, he wasn't asking to see his son like that at all, unless it was
Okay, so he's one. So he's not supposed to see his son because he made bad choices and didn't ask before. He's not supposed to see him now. He's gonna be punished for the next 17 years. You don't need no visitation, Mr. Taylor, because you haven't done it. Well, you don't need visitation until he can talk when he's 3 or 4. So I'm speaking what you're asking me to do so you can hear what that sounds like and what that reality is. So he won't be able to talk really well until 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Taylor isn't supposed to be able to have him in his presence outside of yours until he can talk. So 2 more years you wait on your visitation. That's what you're requesting?
I'm requesting at least 6 months. I'm not comfortable right now. I'm just
so at 18 months he's not going to be talking all that well either.
I would like for it to be visitations if that's the case. Supervised visits, yes, at the time. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay. Now I have a couple more questions. Has father ever had the child outside of your presence without you being around?
No, I've always been present.
And has he ever asked for the child outside of your presence but wasn't granted that?
No, ma'am.
When's the last time Mr. Taylor visited the child?
It was June of last year.
Okay, and how did that visit go? Did he come to your house? Did you come to his house?
That last time he was here, he stopped by.
Okay, and how long did the visit last?
Maybe about an hour and a half or so, I want to say.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Ms. Polk.
Thank you, Your Honor. That is the extent of questions I have for the mother on the contested portion of the agreement. I'll pass her as a witness and recall Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor, do you admit or acknowledge that Christian is your biological child?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to the contested issue of visitation. Are you asking the court today for visitation?
Yes.
Are you asking the court for standard visitation, which is every other weekend?
I'm not sure about that. Can I explain?
Today's your day in court to tell the judge your wishes.
My wish isn't to take him overnight or anything like that. I understand I don't have a crib or anything like that yet. I understand that he's comfortable with his mom. I'm okay with, I'm not trying to take him overnight or anything until, uh, you know, I can accommodate like a crib or things like that. So I do understand her on that. But as far as anything else, I don't agree with the uh, not. I don't know what that means as far as not now. I don't know when down the line. When does she decide it's good time for me to visit him? When not to? I have no way of contacting her. I've been trying to contact her for since June.
Did she
And
change her number?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Don't answer, Ms. Pierce. Okay, so when you called that number, did you have her phone number?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you said you've been trying to contact her. What stopped you?
Nothing ever stopped. I've always been trying to contact her. Always.
So when you say try, I'm trying to understand. Did you call and she didn't answer? Did you call and she was blocked? Did she change her number? Did she change her address? You said you tried. So
okay, sorry.
how did you fail in trying?
I would call numerous times. I would knock on her door. I would, for example, for Christmas, I had to leave the gifts on top of her car. I try to do it in moderation so that she doesn't feel like I'm threatening her. But I also like I'll call 1 week, give her a week to like I'll send her a text message, wait for a
Okay.
response, and then reach out
And no
again.
response. So
Yes.
you're saying you reached out and she doesn't respond. Mr. Taylor, from your standpoint, why do you think she's not responding? Do you know why?
I think she's afraid that I'm going to take Amir from her.
Okay. Why would she be afraid of that? Did you say that? Did someone relay that to her?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I have other kids. I've raised my kids from birth.
Okay.
There's never been any issue. I have a son that's here all the time. I've raised him since he was a baby. She's
Okay.
met him. She's seen that he's here. I don't.
Couple more questions, Mr. Taylor. So if I grant visitation, and you already said you have other kids, you know you have to supply everything. You have
Yeah,
to supply a bed, even if it's daytime visits. You have
yeah.
to supply a car seat, the food, everything that you need to take care of him while in your possession. You know that,
There's
right?
no. I can do all that this week. There's no problem.
Okay. Also, sir, is there anyone else that lives in your household with you?
My son stays here on weekends, but he doesn't live here. No, it's just me.
Okay. And how old is your son?
He's 7.
And does Miss Pierce know, is aware of that son?
Yes,
Okay.
she's met him. Yes.
Okay. All right. Next question, Ms. Pope.
Thank you, Your Honor. Moving on to a geographical restriction, you heard mom's testimony stating she did not want a geographic restriction placed on her and the child. Are you asking the court today to place a geographic restriction restricting mom and the child to maintain